Hello everyone, I am Pritham. We have completed the IoT system management with net configuration and Yang. So we have seen these architectures of the management systems of IoT, which include management systems, management API, transaction manager or back manager, data model manager, configuration validator, configuration database, configuration API, and data provider API. We have studied in detail with this topic, so let us study the Yang. Yang is nothing but a data modeling language. So the full form of Yang will be the yet another generation or yet another next generation. So it is a data modeling language for the definition of data which is sent over network management protocols such as the net configuration and the REST conf. Okay. So what is that data modeling language? It's actually converting one form to another form. Whatever the data you are giving to the system for the transport from one part to another part or the configuration of data, that will be modeled with another data type. Simple language, you can say that it is a translation kind of thing. So whatever you say in Hindi, it is translated to English. Likewise, the Yang data modeling language is maintained by the NetMod. It is a physical working group in the Internet Engineering Task Force (IETF), and it was published in the year October 2010. The data modeling language can be used to model both configuration as well as the state data. So this the Yang language or the data model language, it actually translate the configuration, also the state data. State data will be the data which actually the sender is sending to the receiver. That is called the state data. It actually a data. Okay, some information, some message. What configuration data? Configuration data means it is a message to configure or to connect two or more IoT devices. Okay, you can say it's a command to connect or interlinked command. Then after when the connection over, then after we will send the state data. Furthermore, Yang can be used to define the format of event notifications emitted by network elements, and it allows data modelers to define the signature of the remote procedure cells that can be invoked on network element via the net configuration protocols. As Yang language is independent of protocols, it can be converted into any encoding format. That means it can be converted into any types of coding, like whatever you want to do, as you can code in C language, C++ language, Java, .NET. Likewise, as Yang is independent of protocols, then it can be encoded or it can be converted into any language like XML or JSON and etc. that the network configuration protocol supports. Okay, because there are different network configuration protocols, as I told you earlier. So each protocols does not mean that it support all the formatting. X protocol suppose X protocol support X formatting, Y protocol support Y formatting. Yang is such type of language or such type of data modeling language which can be converted or encoded to any format. Likewise, each kind of protocol can support the Yang language. Yang is a modular language representing data structures in an XML tree format. So okay, when we go for when I teach you the Yang programming, or I will give some example. You can see what is the tree format. Tree means it have a root, then we have a trunk, then branches, leaves, and other things. So whatever the each point will be the each point in the language can be encoded into the leaves, and all the leaves are connected to the branch, and the branch is connected to the trunk, and the trunk is holding over the root. So likewise, it was designed in tree format. The data modeling language come with numbers of built-in data type. That data type, float, integer, characters, all those are data types. As it is a programming language, it must contain the data types. So Yang is actually comes with built-in and many numbers of built-in data type. Additional application specific data type can be derived from the built-in data type. For example, you want to use some kind of data type but which is not actually available in the predefined data type. So the thing what you want to do or you want to perform, that can be derived or that can be modeled from the existing data type. More complex reusable data structures can be represented as grouping. Okay, so if there is more complex things that can be grouped together like encapsulations kind of thing, so the long programs you can group together in a folder. Likewise, whatever you have difficult thing or complex thing, complex programming, that can be grouped in a short formatting manner. Young data model can use XPath expression to define constraint on the element of Young data model. So with summary, Yang is a data modeling language used to model configuration and state data manipulated by the NetConf protocol. Yang modules contain the definition of the configuration data, state data, RCP cells that can be issued and the format of the notifications. Yang modulus defines the data exchanged between the net configuration client and the server. A module comprises of numbers of leaf nodes, as I told about the tree structure. So the module comprises of numbers of leaf nodes which is organized into a hierarchical tree structure. The leaf nodes are specified using the leaf or leaf list constraint. Leaf nodes are organized. So as we told that all the nodes are defined with, as I told us, it have numbers of leaf, that is the nodes are defined in terms of leaf. So all the leaves grouped together, I told you all the complex thing will be grouped together. Likewise, all the leaves will be grouped together and that will be called container or the list. A Yang module can import definition from other modules. Constraints can be defined on the data nodes, that is allowed value. The value is, which is allowed to do the manipulation, that can be also defined on the data nodes. Yang can model both configuration data and state data using the CONFIG config statement. By using this config, then the Yang model can actually model the state data and also the configuration data. So in the next class, we'll study about the Yang programming and the structure of Yang programming